The following activities explore division of integers using a number line, patterns, and integer tiles. Let's start with an example using a number line to show division of integers by equal sharing. A debt of $12 is shared equally among 4 people. What is the amount of debt for each person? To equally share the debt 4 ways, on a number line we have to get from 0 to negative 12 in 4 equal moves. What would each of those moves need to be? Each move would need to be 3 units, and to get to negative 12 they would each have to be in the negative direction. Therefore, negative 12 divided by positive 4 equals negative 3. Another way to solve negative 12 divided by positive 4 is to think of positive 4 multiplied by what number gives an answer of negative 12. That number would be negative 3. Each division question can be solved using a corresponding multiplication fact family. We can also learn how to divide integers by using patterns. For example, we can use a pattern to solve the following problem. A debt of $6 is shared between 2 people. What is the amount of debt for each person? This is like saying, what is negative 6 divided by positive 2? Let's start with positive integers and work our way through a pattern into negative numbers. We know that positive 6 divided by positive 2 is positive 3. Working our way towards 0 and beyond, we can see that the pattern continues into the negatives. When we get to the equation negative 6 divided by positive 2, we can see the answer of negative 3. The integer negative 3 shows that each person has a debt of $3. We can use integer tiles to show division as well. Negative integers are represented with white units and positive integers with red units. This example will use tiles to show the division of integers by equal grouping. You accumulated a debt of $8 by spending $2 each day for how many days? The debt is shown by negative 8. The spending each day is shown by negative 2. We start with 8 white tiles and put them into groups of negative 2. We will need to count how many of these groups we have. The number of equal groups is 4. Therefore, negative 8 divided by negative 2 equals 4. It took 4 days to accumulate a debt of $8 by spending $2 each day. A number line can be used to solve this division problem. We show negative 8 on the number line and divide the distance from 0 to negative 8 into groups of negative 2, making 4 equal groups. Division can also be thought of as repeated subtraction. To solve negative 8 divided by negative 2, we can ask ourselves how many subtractions of negative 2 does it take to get from negative 8 to 0. Starting at negative 8, each time negative 2 is subtracted, we can move 2 to the right on the number line. It would take 4 of these moves to the right to get back to 0. Another way to solve negative 8 divided by negative 2 is to think negative 2 multiplied by what number gives an answer of negative 8. That number would be positive 4. Every division question can be solved using a corresponding multiplication fact family. Correspondingly, to solve 8 divided by negative 2, we can think negative 2 multiplied by what number equals positive 8. That number would be negative 4. Here is a pattern that demonstrates that the answer makes sense. Let's start with the same equation that we solved using the integer tiles, negative 8 divided by negative 2, which we figured out to be positive 4. Working our way towards 0 and beyond, we can see that the pattern continues into the negatives. When we get to the equation positive 8 divided by negative 2, we can see the answer of negative 4.